Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Premier League Fantasy Football and welcome to my video. Yes, I am back and I cannot wait to create content for you guys for this game. I got a lot of things planned out. I've got a new sponsorship, new affiliates coming through. I've got a lot of things planned out, and this year I want to get you guys involved. I want to bring some of you guys onto my videos, talk to you guys about your teams really going into a game week and so on. So I want to get you guys involved. I don't know about bringing different content creators, but I want the people who has been following me to be on my streams and on my videos. I think that'll be quite cool. So we'll see how it goes, and I will figure that out and how I'm going to do that, and I'll let you guys know like once the deadline is over really. So yeah, I've got a lot of content coming through. The schedule is going to be me, like today's video, I'm going to be looking at creating a team for game week 1. And on Monday or Tuesday, I will be looking at my wildcard plan. So that's the kind of the small schedule that I can tell you guys about. I will be creating a proper schedule as well this year. So there's a lot of things that I want to talk to you guys about. But today I am just going to create a team for game week 1 and onwards. So yeah, we'll go through the team. We'll go through some of the players that I have in mind. And of course, it is still early days. You know, we still got the transfer window open. We still got the pre-season to go through. There's players coming back late. There's all sorts of things, and obviously COVID as well is going to be a massive factor into this. So there's a lot of things that we need to consider, but we'll go through like each of these topics in more detail in the future videos. But in today's video, I'm just going to create a team, look at the other few player options that I have in mind. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So if you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and drop a like on the video, as it helps my channel out a lot. Hopefully this video will get up to about 100 likes. That will be fantastic. So here we go. So first up, let's have a look at the goalkeepers. We've got 2 Brighton goalkeepers, and as you can see, Sanchez being the main goalkeeper here. So 4.5 goalkeeper, 26.3% owned. You know what? Not bad fixtures, you know, for Brighton. We know what they can do. We know that they are a team that can keep a clean sheet. And 4.5 goalkeeper, set and forget. I think you can't go wrong. Now, I've got to consider the COVID issue because the cases are too high in England and it's going to go higher and higher. And we've seen what happened last season. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of postponements this time, but there's going to be a lot of players that is going to isolate. Now, that got me thinking, and I might, if I can squeeze out 0.5, I might get a second goalkeeper. I know it's not on everyone's radar by doing this kind of strategy, but if I can get a 0.5, I will be getting a 4.5 goalkeeper that actually plays. The other goalkeeper basically is going to be, let me just find it here, Backman from Watford. So new promoted side, Watford are back in the Premier League, 4.5. You know, the fixtures actually, it's not too bad, but we don't know how they're going to actually perform in the Premier League. The other option that I have in mind is going to be, if I just do this, is Martinez. Martinez is a 5.5 right now, 39.6% owned, so he's the highest owned goalkeeper. Really good 3 fixtures early on, then it becomes a little bit difficult. But we know what he can do. We've seen what he can do last season. He can rank up those save points in these difficult fixtures. So I got my eye on him as well. So I'm just going to put Sanchez back into the team. Now, my main defenders is going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold, 7.5, 27.7% owned. He got 2 goals last season, 8 assists, 10 clean sheet points. With Van Dijk coming back, with Gomez, you know, that defense is pretty much back to normal right now. But we've got to see, you know, how they perform after the injury. But I think this is going to give them a higher chance to keep more clean sheets. And that is a fantastic news for a Liverpool defender owner. I can go for Robertson, and I'm actually thinking to do that. You know, right now we're just having a look, right? But Robertson, 7 million, doubling up on that Liverpool defense, sounds actually good. Because if we look at the fixtures for Liverpool, let's just say that I wild card, I don't know, after game week 7. I think after game week 7 is the international break. Then we'll come back to game week 8. The international break has kind of changed. The international break is after game week 3. So we've got to adjust that. But anyway, I'll talk about that later on anyway. Today is just all about looking at the players. So this is another option here. Robertson and Trent. I know, right? It sounds crazy, but I've been looking at that like 4th midfielder role, and I'm not too certain if I actually like any of the players. And Robertson being that 7 million, yes, is expensive, but we know what he can do. You know, he's a player that can get a decent amount of points. 1 goal, 8 assists, 12 clean sheets there. I was going to say points. Clean sheets there, 12.9. A little bit of a differential as well. Just going to remove Robertson for now. But sure, if he is fit and ready, he is definitely in my team. As you can see there, 46.1% owned, 1 goal, 5 assists, 10 clean sheets there. We saw him in the Euros. We saw him how he performed. You know, when he's fit like this, he can do really, really well for us. He racks up those bonus points. He takes corners, he takes free kicks. You know, if he is fit and ready, if we see him in the pre-season, he's definitely going to be in my team. 5.5 as well. I think this is a bargain. For Manchester United's fixtures, it's actually pretty good. There's a couple of really good home games. The away games against Southampton and Wolves, then West Ham. So the first like 8 fixtures that we're looking at here is actually really good. And now the third defender, and this is where you can kind of like go for anyone you want, really. There is a lot of defenders out there. We've got Fofana, Luka Dean that I actually really want in my team. Everton's like, look at that fixtures. Look at these fixtures, guys. Very, very good. Again, if he's fit and ready, because we have to wait. I think he is recovering from an injury. 5.5, and this will probably be my main defense. So you've got Luka Dean, Trent, and Shaw. But then you've got players like Lamptey that is on the radar. You've got players like Kufal that is 0.5. You've got Chilwell. The problem with Chelsea right now is the fixtures. However, I think getting a defensive player, like a defender, sorry, I think that might be still good to go. It all depends if you want to do that. So going for a Chelsea asset is actually a differential. We've got Stones. I mean, we've got Diaz. We've got Target that is on my radar. So I'm just going to remove these 3 here and this one as well. Target. So this is kind of like counter-attacking Martinez, because if I think that, you know, Aston Villa is going to do really well in the first 3, I can bring in Matt Target, kind of double up on that Aston Villa players, because I might go and get Watkins. And I've got Matt Target as well that can get an assist or 2. So this is what it's looking like so far. I've got Eileen as well to kind of help me out. And I actually want Lamptey in my team. So if I don't go for Target, I can go for Lamptey and Eileen. Lamptey can play, I don't know, let's just say he can play the first 2 games. And in game week 3, I can play Eileen against Burnley away. and then, you know, I'll bench him, and then I can play him in game week 5, game week 6, game week 7 if I want to. Now with Lamptey, there might be some issues with him. You know, he can always get injured again. So, you know, I've got a backup with Eileen that is cheap enough that will actually play. So this is the kind of the strategy that I'm looking at. So yeah, this is pretty much my defense right now. There's Matt Target as well that I'm looking at, but let's just keep this for now. The main midfielders that I want in my team that I don't think is going to move is Salah. Salah is going to be my main captain, and I'm thinking to captain him in game week 1, game week 2, even game week 4, even game week 3, to be honest with you. Like 5, 6, like, and so on, right? 50% owned. And I can see him doing really well. The first fixture is against Norwich away, so that's why he's there. Fernandes, I think he is a placeholder for me. Yes. I think if Sancho, I don't know if he's signed yet, and I don't think he's in the game right now, but if he's around, it doesn't really matter how much he is. I think he's going to be cheaper than Fernandes. He'll probably be around 10 million. If he's 10 million, I'm going to remove Fernandes, and I'm going to bring in Sancho in. That is around 10 million, and that will give me so much money left over to upgrade any other player. Then I can go and get players like Robertson in my team and so on. Let me just see something here. I'm just gonna go for a 10 million Son. Let's just do that for now. Let's just add Son, even though I don't really want him in my team, even though he can do well. Let's just do this for now. I just want to see how much I will have in my bank. The other player that I want in my team that I want to keep is Rafinha. Rafinha is a bargain. 6.5, 6 goals, 10 assists. I think that is good enough for this price tag, and I think he's going to do better this season. Kind of a difficult fixture here, but it's Leeds. You know, they're a team that can score against anyone. 24.1% owned from him. And this is where I can pretty much go for any other player that I want. I can go for Gundogan, that is 7.5. I can go for Foden or something. I can go for Jota. I can go for Mount. Maybe Jack Grealish could be a better bet. So I'm just gonna leave this for now, and let's slowly fix up the team, yeah? So the strikers, I want Calvert-Lewin in my team. I think with these fixtures, he should do well. He should get some points. He started off really, really well last season. This season with a new manager, things might change, and they already bought like 2 wingers that is going to help him out to get the points and get the goals. So that's why he's in the team. Now with Tony, we have to wait and see, right? I think with Tony is he might do well. He's done really well in the championship, and if he continues that, then everyone's going to pick him. That's why I'm starting with him. If he doesn't do well, I can remove him, and, you know, if I have a little bit of money left over, you know, if I bank my transfer in game week 2 and in game week 3, I can go for maybe Antonio. I can go, and who are the other strikers? I don't think there's any other strikers that I would really, really want to go, right, other than Antonio. I mean, there's Kane, but he's expensive. Maybe I can go for Bamford. Iheanacho, Cavani, maybe not Cavani, maybe Werner, maybe Wilson. So there's a couple of options there. Danny Ings, if he goes to another club. So there are a couple of options there. And I want to start with Tony for now. And I want a game on Friday. So that's why I'm trying to like keep him there. And the other player is Watkins. Watkins, because of these fixtures. And then later on, you know, if I bank that transfer, 2-3 transfers, I can remove him and get someone else. So, you know, I can look into that. So I can have a look at Antonio and look at his fixtures here. So what? Southampton, Manchester United, Leeds. The fixtures are actually not too bad for West Ham, to be honest with you guys. So there's a couple of options there that I can do later on. So if I don't want Watkins for like the next, if I don't want Watkins later on, I can always remove him for 7.5. Don't forget, we've got transfers to change things around. So let's just say that this is my core team, and let's just say Son is Sancho. I've got quite a lot of money there, so I'm just gonna squeeze out as much as money as possible. I just want to see. So it's 4 million there. Let's go for a cheap midfielder that actually plays. I'm gonna go for Gilmore as an example, and I got what, 10 million to kind of spend on my fourth midfielder, because I will probably play free formation. With 10 million, you can pretty much do anything you want. You can go ahead and bring Jack Grealish in. Let's just add that as an example. So yeah, something like this. And as you can see, I've got 2 million there as an example. Let's just see another player that I got my eye on, which is Ismail Sarr. That is 6 million, 7.2% owned. Could be on penalties if who else? Who's their main striker? Troy Deeney doesn't play, so you know that's a good shout there. And I got 8.5 there. So as an example, I will bring in Robertson. I got 1.5, so I will actually have a lot of money left over. But let's just say that Sancho, you know, is too expensive. Well, I'll go back to a Bruno Fernandes, just like this. Let's just add him here. And what's that? 0.5. And yeah, I'll just make some adjustments, to be honest with you guys. Let's have a quick look. I could still go for Robertson, or maybe I can go for Van Dijk to try something a little bit different. Because I don't really want... Like, I want Eileen anyway as a backup, so I could do things like this. Or I could go ahead and have at least a defense, like kind of cover for Manchester City by bringing in Diaz. And with this kind of move here, I got 0.5. You know, if I'm worried about the COVID stuff, maybe I could just go ahead and bring in Backman here. That is 4.5. But there we go. There we go. I think that this is a very good setup. So go ahead, have a look at this. You let me know in the comments below what you think. But yeah, this is pretty much my current draft. I'm just gonna save this for now. There we go. Let's fix this up. That's fine. There we go, guys. That is pretty much it for today's video. On Monday or Tuesday, I will be creating my wildcard kind of strategy and what I'm thinking to do. I think around game week 7, basically the next the second international break, that's where I'm thinking to wildcard. But we will see what happens. We've still got a lot of preseason to go through, a lot of transfers to see on what might happen, what might change. But yeah, anyways, guys, I think that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy this. Please do give a video a like and subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments below your team. There's going to be a lot of people in the comments, and you know, within the community is going to help each other out. If you're uncertain on some player options, if you want some strategies, just drop them down in the comments below and let's all help each other out. Okay, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.